Hello guys, and welcome to episode 14 of my Armored Fury campaign in WARNO, playing on the PACT side. Previously, we destroyed the West German forces outside of Zinder, just like we did before at Hildesheim, and now we're going to start by engaging the British over here. The Royal Irish Rangers are in our sights, and we will be engaging them before moving on to the next turn, as most of the other movement is done, I believe. So let's select the Royal Irish Rangers. We're going to go in with the 2nd Battalion of the 248th Guards, which is sort of a battered Motorstrauke unit with some T-80 support. And then the 2nd Battalion of the 63rd Guards, which is a solid tank division with plenty of T-80 BVs still up remaining, some BMP-2s in there with Motorstrauke to support as well. I will bring up some artillery. We won't bring up any air support at the moment. I'm kind of hoping that I can continue to push through on one side and then spot where the AA is before I start using my air again, because otherwise I'm going to end up getting caught out by that once again. So that's tactical battle. Will we stop them? We will. We managed to take down one of their planes. We did lose 2 units ourselves. They are using the AA unit. Is that just the Field Regiment AA? Or RA? Oh, Royal Artillery, sorry. No, it's the artillery unit. I thought it said AA. Okay, so we're going to have an artillery battle on our hands, which is fun. We will certainly try and lead with some counter battery. This is going to be a close one. It's 180 to 180. It's going to be a good fight. A really good fight. Question is, where do I begin? Because usually there's always a big old push that comes down this road. Always. And I'm sort of considering maybe I should set up some Ekatayas and start preemptively firing at this road so that we have some like cohesion damage done to them and so on. So I think what I'm actually going to do is we'll start with, say, 6 Ekatayas. We'll have 3 on counter battery and then 3 sort of ready and waiting to engage this road, like so. And we'll just put them on return fire so I can just unleash that volley once they're ready. And then what we do is we pile down that road with our own T-80s, and that could get us into a really good position to sort of engage Anna early on. We will see. Behind those I'll have the Motorstrauke. And on the right, we'll probably just take it easy. So we'll run like 3 T-80s is fine. Just further back with a BMP, so at least we're contesting that. And then I will want, if I have an A2Jam, I can go up here. And maybe one... No, we don't want one elsewhere, that's fine. That will do. Okay, we also want something on the left. I'm going to use an NSV in there. We'll probably drop one in the trees. Could use the Rapidos actually on that side. Bad idea. Okay, off we go. It will be certainly... I'm very curious if we can make this work. I'm just putting them on hold fire because we don't know where they are just yet. I want to sort of fire as we're getting out of the tree line here, as soon as we start spotting things on that road. There will be some recon units that are ahead. Okay, the scimitars are a little bit of a problem. I didn't really expect that. I'm just going to let those fire early then. Okay. Just gotta be careful here. Really careful. A brutal opener, but it seems to have worked okay for now. Just having these unload early on this side so we can move them up to that left side tree line. Разведка we can bring in, so let's bring those in there. We'll bring in разведка here as well. Okay, we'll take out all of those recon units, that's fine by me. Keep that safe. My poor leader unit getting picked on. This wasn't as risky as normal to do what I did, because there's way less tanks to worry about. Artillery is already starting to fire away. Well, we've hit that Spartan MCT for sure. We might get killed by the HGM with any luck. Good.
Значит, победить. День твой последний приходит. Буржуй. Товарищ командир. Выходим на рубеж спеш. Пора выдвигаться на позицию. Молодец. Красная армия всех сильней.
I will let the Motorazvedka start moving ahead, because I do want to engage all of this stuff pretty quick. No reason to hang about. That Conkers could use some supply. I might also bring a recon for it as well. And get a BMP-1 with the Motorazvedka over there. Just fall back for the time being.
Мобильность и маневренность. Пора выдвигаться на позицию. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Бегом марш. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Готов. Я броня. Может, чайку? Товарищ командир? На связи. Кажется, это не наши. Болванка в танк ударила!
Put these on counter battery as well. We have extra shots on target there. I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to move over to the left a little bit, so we can move up to this tree line, and then that will give us a bit better position to fire from.
Обеспечение на связи. Ищем цель! Огонь по готовности! Такси заказывали? Я броня! Цель обнаружена!
I'm just bringing in as much recon as I can on this right hand side, because getting through here is a bit of a nightmare sometimes. I should be contesting here soon. We start moving forwards aggressively with the T-80 PVs.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Should be okay.
На связи. Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности. Боекомплекта больше нет. Сдаем назад. Аккуратно. Жду ваших указаний. Хорошо, горит. Впереди противник. Поворачивать. Открыть огонь. Броня на связи. К бою готов. Хорошо, горит. Открыть огонь.
Right, Milan 1s are nowhere near as scary as Milan 2s, as you saw when it tickled the front armor of my T80 there. So them being dealt with is very good. That's all more kills for us, which is great.
Молодец, наводчик. Жду ваших указаний, грязи не боятся. Вперед, ищем цели. Товарищ командир.
And they keep coming down that right side with the rovers. Definitely like unloading something on our right flank. I don't usually check it, but there is a road that goes around to here that goes off the map, and you can kind of use it to get around this side of the map pretty quick.
Молодец, наводчик.
Let's not get too close to the rifles. That's not going to end well.
Нормальные герои всегда идут в обход. Полная боевая готовность.
So many infantry units over there.
Движение начал. Вперед! Огонь с коротких!
Gonna start moving some tanks over here.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Задним ходом марш! Огонь, товарищ командир!
That is a lot of stuff.
Стой! Сперва нужно осмотреться. В вашем
Let's use
распоряжении.
these three. Just start poking that stuff there.
Болванка в танк ударила! Штаб развел. По дороге, быстрее! Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Двигайся скрытно. Готов к бою. Разведка боем. Товарищ командир.
Ah, the Reservka died.
Еще один готов.
That would have been really nice if I could have kept them up there. Like in that
Движение на горизонте.
high building.
По местам. Подвигай за родину. Еще один готов. Цель поражена. Может, бахнем? Нужно что-то разнести?
I'm just going to get closer to this leader unit.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Молодец, наводчик. По нам ведут сильный огонь. В вашем распоряжении. Заряжен. К бою готов. Проверка связи. Прием. Вперед. Огонь с коротких. Я броня. Экипаж танка к бою готов. Торможу. По местам. Вперед. Огонь с коротких. Хорошо, горит.
It's a shame that BMP 1s suffer so much against HGMs, because it'd be nice to be able to use them a bit more frequently. But they're just really trash into like Milans and stuff because they don't have any real anti-infantry capability. The gun just does no damage.
Ищем цель. Удивить. Боекомплекта больше нет.
Artillery seems to be hitting well. Did bring up some infantry here that I was going to use to try and take that area.
Враг берег. Караул в ружье. По местам. Сдаем назад. Аккуратно. Давай быстрее, пока нас не заметили.
We are on a +7, so I'm going to have to kind of hurry things up a little bit here.
Хорошо, горит. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. На связи. День твой последний приходит. Буржуй. Все ранены. Проверить. Хорошо, горит. Торможу! Хорошо горит! Вперед! Еще бы чуть-чуть! И... Громко и четко! Задним ходом экипаж танка к бою готов! Хорошо горит! На связи! Еще бы чуть-чуть! И... Проверить снаряжение! Там и баты шли солдаты! За родину! Жду ваших указаний!
These T-80s have been routed. Game full display.
Боекомплекта больше нет! У нас потери! Уверены, что там безопасно? Хорошо горит! Удивительно, значит победить! Давай назад! Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Стой! Сперва нужно осмотреться! Товарищ командир? Хорошо! Не отставать! Всем залечь! Выполнение моего задания одним империалистом всех перестрелять!
There's a lot of stuff there still.
Впереди противник. Нам поворачивать. Хорошо, по местам!
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Вот так и не проверил.
These T-80s are going to be working overtime.
К бою, готов! Тормози, мы здесь подождем. Молодец! Экипаж танка к бою готов! Нормальные герои всегда идут в обход! Артиллерия ждет приказа! Боекомплекта больше нет! Заряжен! К бою готов! Еще один готов! Давай быстрее, пока нас не заметили! Движение на горизонте!
Do you have even more Gavoskas and stuff I could bring in? So let's just use those as well, because there's so many targets, such a target-rich environment. Let's put like a couple of these onto fire at will. I'll keep using these 3 as like units I can target myself. Run, Bedford! Oh, would have been nice to have captured that. We're doing a lot of damage here. I'm just concerned that my Motorazvedka is going to struggle a little bit. I'm just jumping in there briefly because I wanted to get the RPG to kill that scimitar. I just needed that one to miss. It would have been fine. Good. That's not good. It's good having stuff on just like on fire well. We've got these tanks to help that out. A lot less there now. Still a bit crazy.
Бортовое обеспечение на связи. Жду новых указаний. По нам ведут сильный огонь. Движение на горизонте. Красная армия всех сильнее. Точно, товарищ командир. Цель поражена. Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности. Огонь. Сперва нужно осмотреться. Цель поражена. Движение на карте. Грязи не боятся. Готов к бою. Молодец, наводчик, товарищ командир.
Killing all the military police.
Прими назад. Товарищ командир, задний ход марш. Торможу.
And the reservists are going down as well. The Terriers there. Come on, let's cap that.
У нас потери, командир. Цель обнаружена. Молодец, наводчик.
Nice.
Проверь, как вставать. Еще один прыжок.
Oh, we actually saved that one. Happy times.
Под the engine. We're waiting here.
Well, 3 seconds left. Probably just going to be a major victory because of this. But we were chewing them up. 129 kills, 11 losses. That's a lot of kills. Especially considering in this case, that's like 129 units almost, right? Some of them cost 2, like the Spartans and the Scimitars, but overall that's a big chunk of men that have been killed. So that is a great, successful battle for us. And I think I'm pretty happy with that, how that went. And that is everything done for our turn. So let's just have a quick look at the casualties for turn 5. We have lost no battalions, 459 soldiers, 14 artillery, 137 tanks, 4 aircraft, 1 helicopter, and 72 support units. And the NATO side has lost 27 battalions, 6,464 soldiers, 118 artillery, 869 tanks, 14 aircraft, 72 helicopters, and 1,812 support units. Significant. Especially the tank number, the percentage of tanks that's been destroyed has gone up by like 14% each turn almost. It's crazy. Okay, let's move on. See what happens. I'm a bit worried about what's going to happen. Okay,
генерал, советская
not too bad.
48-я танковая бригада готова к развертыванию.
Thank you very much, Major Sergetov. Or Sergetov.
Товарищ генерал, вторая польская армия будет готова через некоторое время, но мы можем приказать им поторопиться с развертыванием. Какой вариант вы выберете?
So we can bring in the second Polish army. We can order them to rush their deployment. Which option do you choose? So 2 tank units of the Polish army will be available immediately with 2 fatigue points. Or we can get a complete army, which is 3 tanks and 1 artillery in 2 turns. I almost feel like we should rush the deployment because we're not going to have time to bring them in otherwise. So I'm a bit worried in 2 turns we might be at Hanover.
Имеющиеся в распоряжении пулка Чолгув подразделения развернуты на поле боя.
Alright, let's see what we've got with the Polish here. So we've got their mechanized infantry with the BVP. Got the Strzelala, they've got T-72s, T-72 M1s. Okay, it's alright. I kind of wish they had a bit more infantry support, but they're okay. What we'll do is we're going to send them over to Burgdorf so that we can maybe put pressure towards Leoto, because this force has like come back in hard towards Burgdorf, so we're going to have to deal with that. There's another sort of brief line of British forces that is left over. They've left their artillery behind though, so they're going to get destroyed nice and easy. Yeah, these guys can just help secure this salient, I think, and prevent the flags from being capped behind. Right, meanwhile, let's start on the left-hand side. That's usually what I do. We're not going to be able to make many attacks with these guys because their fatigue is way too high. And this is the only unit that's got yellow fatigue, and that's still 4 out of 8. This is 5 out of 8. So 5 out of 8 can hit Panzergrenadier Battalion. Can this support? It can. Okay, so we could do a 5 out of 8 here with the helicopters to support, something like that. And then we do this one here. I don't know if I have anything to support that, really. This one's a 5 out of 8. It can probably join against the Royal Anglian. Yeah, so that's fine. And then we go and just have the rest back up these behind. Something like that. Alright, let's have a look at what's coming in behind. So they've got the Royal Hussars with the Chieftain Mark 11s. This is the West Germans that have been falling back so they don't get cut off from Zinder. And then we've got rifles in there, so that's cool. We've got the artillery. This artillery is going to be pretty scary, the 155s when they're using those. Green Howards. So there's Airmobile with the Airmobile gun groups. They've also got Chinooks with Milan trucks. We've got the light infantry back here, which is motorized Airmobile. Okay, and then these guys are more Airmobiles. It's just a lot of Airmobile coming in behind Hanover. But yeah, the left flank has just collapsed, as you can see. There's a little bit of a holdout in the center and obviously on the right flank there, but things are not looking good. Okay, so first things first, we need to attack somewhere here. I think an attack on this side would be better. Can I get any of my artillery in range? Would be nice if I could, but I don't think I can. Does that count? It does. Okay, perfect. Yeah, having artillery will be very useful. Also, I'm still not seeing AA here. Do I risk it? Maybe I could risk it. Bring in some aircraft. What ones would I bring? And it would have to be these guys, right? Or, sorry, not those. This one with the MiG-25 RBFs. Which one is that? The 787. I think we do it. Prayer attack. Bring those. Bring that. 787. Tactical battle. Okay. Well, that's where they are. The interception actually failed, though. What did we lose? Please don't tell me I lost a MiG-25 RBF. No, it's the only good one that I want. Oh, we got intercepted again. And interception failed again. Okay, that time we did lose a MiG. Alright. Interesting. At least with both of those AA nets down, we know that we can bring aircraft for every other battle. So, they've opted to bring in the German artillery. Oh, speaking of, I probably should have destroyed the German artillery if it's the artillery that I'm thinking of. Like, if it's the artillery that's like right in front of my units that just joined in, then yeah, that's kind of a mistake on my part. I could have probably taken them out. But otherwise, yeah, we're just going to have to look out for javelins, Gepards, for our aircraft, our helicopters. Honestly, this hill is horrific. I really don't like it, but I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to plow through here. We're going to try and get to the spawns and cut them off there, because trying to sweep through here with a severe lack of infantry is not a good idea. I didn't check the map before we jumped in, so I wasn't really ready for this. As you can see, we are lacking Motorstrategy significantly. Alright, well,
Транспорт готов.
Pulamachiki, off you go. We will certainly, yeah, basically just have loads of Resvedka
Ваших указаний.
watching our flanks with a big blob of artillery, not artillery, tanks moving through the middle, and we're just going to drive it to the spawn. I think that's the only real way to play this out. Gonna be brutal, but it should be alright. I will bring in a recon helicopter.
Значит, двигаемся скрытно.
We will bring in, obviously, plenty of artillery. We'll do probably 4 on counter battery,
Командир.
and then we can do plenty on firewall.
Ждет приказа.
Okay, so those are on firewall, those are on counter battery. I will want one more leader to just like hold on to this sector as we carry on.
Такси заказывали? Выгружу вот там. Разведвзвод в вашем распоряжении. Транспортировки готов. В вашем распоряжении.
I should bring supply with me as well, because we are likely to get cut off from our supply.
Это не наши.
Bunch of stuff on this left side, I think.
Я уверен, что нам повезет в следующий
Just
раз.
put maybe a Resvedka here, and we'll put a Resvedka here. I don't know if they ever throw stuff down this right hand side, but we could put a Resvedka there as well.
Надо было идти в связисты.
Okay, and then you're walking up there. You're walking to here. The Pulamachiki can just walk to there for the time being. And the tanks are going through the center.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Давно хотел посетить там страну. Удивить значит победить. Так точно, товарищ командир. Давно хотел. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Товарищ командир, движение начал. Новых указаний. Стой, сперва нужно осмотреться. На связи. Еще один готов.
The artillery was spawned.
Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности.
Brutal.
Наше дело правое. Враг будет разбит. Победа будет
And they
за
are running to the hills.
Война войной, а обед по расписанию.
Yeah, pushing through the valley here is literally our only choice, because there's no way I'm driving all my tanks through the trees.
Хорошо,
I can
Гарри.
bring in more Pulamachiki, which is actually not too bad, because at least they have triple machine guns. Machine gunner squads. So they got 3 machine guns that they can use to engage enemy infantry from a distance. We will get flanked from this area, so I will want to back myself up with a couple tanks that can watch that for me.
Экипаж танка к бою готов.
Some sort of HGM I can't see there, and just side shot me. Milan 2. It's gonna go. Yeah, this push is gonna be absolutely brutal.
Война войной.
So bear with me, guys.
Фронтовая. Враг в поле зрения.
Oh, he's not gonna be able to turn in time.
Молодец.
Yeah, it's like gonna get constantly ambushed.
Давай быстрее, пока
I was hoping my MI8 would be a good idea here, because I was convinced we would spot those Milans a bit quicker than we are. Right, this is a recon helicopter at the end of the day, and thought we'd see things sooner.
Нас всегда с надеждой. Хорошо накрыл, стрелок.
Oh, we did lose a Nekatseya.
Я броня. Цель
Okay,
обнаружена.
what we'll do is we'll put a couple more on the counter battery, because it looks like that's pretty nasty.
Проверка связи. Вперед! Огонь с коротких!
I just need these guys to unload and push through these buildings for me. Just pull these back into cover for the time being, because we can't push either side of this. It's just a little too close. I'm going to find any and all infantry that I have available. It's going to be useful here. To be honest, the seed MiGs are actually not a bad idea, because they'll probably have some Gepards, and those Gepards are radar. So the seed missiles from the MiG-25BM will target them.
Выходим на рубеж смешивания. Приготовиться к выполнению боевой задачи готов. Быстрей, поехали! Выше нас только звезды!
The plan with this recon is to, again, just cover. So we'll put one here. I might pop one back here, actually, just to cover that exit. And this one, for example, can probably go over here. Move the I-24 in that direction. Oh, those are M110s. Okay, well that explains why they managed to kill that Gazelle so fast. Because those are big boys. 203mm artillery. Very nasty. So we'll bring out the MiG-25BM. Good to see some aircraft in battle again. But obviously the AA network had not been dealt with yet. But we did lose a MiG-25 RBF on the campaign map, which really sucks, because it is our best asset by far in the air. Any Gepards to worry about? Oh, there is one there. Not anymore. Wonderful. Really good. Really, really good. Oh yeah, now we just keep moving forwards. I'm going to use these to kill... Use the MI-24 to kill the Jags.
Проверка связи. Прием. Движение начал. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Здесь подайте газку, мужики. Мы на подходе. По вашему приказу построить. По нам работают. Жду ваших указаний. Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Well, yeah, you get Aufkleider, sorry. Every time. The MiG-25, I was just having it sort of move a little closer to the spawn. So if any Gepards do spawn, then we just instantly kill them.
Товарищ командир, вперед! Ищем цели! Двигатель работает, мы ждем! Я броня, цель обнаружена! Самый легкий путь уже заминирован! Болванка в танк ударила!
That's a lot of ace gems.
Эффекта больше нет! Так точно, товарищ
Gotta make sure that my 8 is further up.
Приготовиться к бою!
Also maybe worth me getting the T-64 leader up. As I mentioned, I need to replace that.
Вот и я ранен! Броня на связи! Достанем их из-под земли! Весь во внимании! Так точно, товарищ командир!
I would say that we are making good progress, actually, considering the situation here and the terrain.
Болванка в танк ударила! Назад! Назад!
I say as one of my boys gets blown up. I sent that forwards on its own. It's entirely my bad.
Враг в поле зрения.
Oh, ouch! The artillery. Right, where's my counter battery at, boys? Just like almost point blank the T-64 there. Nasty. A lot of these tanks are getting ruined now. Let's have these two join the front. This one can stay where it is. And we'll get the Mi-24 up there. These two Urals can move forwards. Proceed with repairs. Oh, he doesn't have smoke left. Okay, nice hull breach, but I don't think that's saving him. We just managed to move out of range there, so that was the win that we got. Let's see. I really want to... Oh, we're out of range. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Let's just try and move a bit closer then. With all this artillery.
Война войной, а обед по расписанию. Принял, сделаем. Впереди противник. Нам поворачивать? По нам ведут сильный огонь! Меняю огневую позицию. Боеприпасы закончились.
Okay. So... Ah, we gotta be worried about the javelins now, apparently. You're also already used up. Go that way, go this way. Oh, we got a 20-minute timer. I've really got to be careful now with my tanks. They're pretty low. If we can get them to fall back. No idea what that's firing at. It looks like it's firing pretty close. Oof. Okay. I was close to hitting the T-64 again. Crazy. Oh no, not the motorized car. Yeah, this was always going to be such a brutal battle. Take out the looks there. Just trying to get these T-64s out of line of sight of things like that Milan, so we can get into cover. Then we can use the cover to get closer and then engage with the main gun. I'm gonna let these land in the middle of the buildings here. Really cool to have the helicopters coming in like that. Okay. You gotta move. And packet size we'll do maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counter battery. 1, 2, 3, fire at will. Vostokos can fire at will. Hopefully we can hit the ones on the right as well, because there's artillery all over that hill. Oh dear. Come off it. Oh, that artillery is very dead.
Враг в поле зрения. Мы поворот не пропустили? Тормози. Принял. Сделаем. Нас заметили!
Лучше потерять невесту, чем оборону несущего винта.
Задним ходом марш! Понял! Меня слушаю, товарищ командир!
Again. Oh, my recon, please.
По нам работают! Новых указаний! Здесь мы легкая...
It's just annoying. It's so annoying.
Поворот не пропустили?
Враг в поле зрения.
But this artillery needs to move. A frustrating battle that I chose. That's what exactly. This is what it is. I'm gonna have to use this MI8 like really far forwards. We just want to get to these spawns. It's going to be difficult to get through the edge of the town here. I can somewhat go around, but it's still awkward. Bring in the rest of my tanks. Okay, good kill by the artillery.
Товарищ командир, по дороге будет намного быстрее. Так точно, товарищ командир. Первым делом, самолеты. К кузову не подходить.
All these MTRBs are empty, I think. Almost.
Новый рейс.
I'll just move them back here.
Хорошо накрыл, стрелок. Бомбы.
По нам ведут сильный огонь.
Okay, a couple of Jaegers there.
Товарищ командир. Меняю сектор. Боеприпасов не осталось. Гром вперед! Быстрей! Поехали! Враг перед! Караул в ружье! Готов к выполнению боевой задачи. Красная армия короткими перебежками!
How we looking with tanks? It's okay.
Проверка скорее! Поехали! Я броня! Цель обнаружена!
That's Fliegerfaust. Is that what's hitting my troops, maybe? At least we're wiping out all these support units, which is really nice for us. I'm going to bring some Mi-24Ks. These have rockets themselves, so they're actually able to engage infantry for me. We'll just put them on like 3 attack move orders, and this group of tanks, we're going to start moving to the far left, and they can try and creep round to the spawn. I will need support for those against like a scimitar though, for example. But let's leave a tank there. Maybe bring the leader forwards as well. We'll let these tanks kind of, not tanks, I mean, they get called flying tanks, but The MI-24Ks will let them go around the left side with the tanks to make sure that they are covered and they don't get caught out by HMs or other vehicles.
Ищем цели! Выше нас только звезды! Хорошо горит!
But, I mean, we managed to move forwards, which is good. So let's get the rest of these T-64s forwards as well.
Надо было идти в связи
It's only a matter of time until we're in a really good spot.
Вот там! Проверь так точно, товарищ! Торможу! Цель поражена! Вперед! Огонь с коротких! Разведвод в вашем распоряжении! Подтверждаю, цель уничтожена! Легко! Корректирую вперед!
Good.
Прикрыли! Он так и не понял, что это! Знак берег! Караул в ружье! Делал его! Развернем огонь! Врезаемся! Стой! Сперва нужно осмотреться!
Really good. So yeah, all of these can move up the left there, and they can keep the tank moving across.
Смена.
Делал его! Удивить, значит победить! Noch ein Treffer! Das ist aus! В вашем распоряжении!
Oh, they have the bunny on them as well. Yeah, like the gun pod. 23mm autocannons are pretty nasty at close range. Less ripping through the martyr. Oh yeah.
Развернем здесь на
Perfect.
свои пыли! Жду новых указаний!
I will let them head back and land and get some more supply.
Достанем их из-под земли! Нас заметили! Набираю высоту. Товарищ командир, вперед! Ищем цели! Я броня! Цель обнаружена!
And what we're going to want to do is just get into this tree line probably, and just a position where we can shoot into that spawn. One of my MA8s got shot down.
Готов к выполнению боевой задачи. Цель поражена! Проверить снаряжение. Короткими перебежками. Транспорт готов.
Might be a bit awkward if they bring in a Gepard at the spawn at this moment. Especially since my seed is refueling.
Одним империалистом меньше.
We start thinking about capping some of these supply rather than shooting them. Thing is, every kill, even supply that doesn't count towards morale, is still like weakening the enemy brigade or regiment,
Хорошо накрыл.
and therefore
Боеприпасы
are we actually we're being contested here.
Хорошо накрыл, стрелок.
If the enemy strength gets below 10%, then it's an instant kill on the campaign map.
Назад. Аккуратно. Давно хотел. Самый легкий путь уже заминирован.
Because I don't really mind them contesting this. Bit annoying, but it's okay.
Царица полиции.
Slows down the game a bit, gives us a chance to get the morale victory.
Боекомплект. Товарищ командир. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Давно хотел. Нормальные герои.
There is another spawn over here that I need to
Товарищ командир.
concern myself with.
Указаний. Торможу. Понял. Разведка боем. Вперед. Товарищ командир.
Враг в поле зрения.
Боекомплект пуст, товарищ командир.
Аты-баты, шлисал. Огонь по готовности. Вертушки на связи, товарищ командир.
Делал его.
Враг в поле зрения.
Она вовремя. Сдаем назад. А боеприпасов не осталось. К вашим услугам.
I will just get this one to go and resupply those tanks. This one's being used for the infantry, which is actually working out pretty nicely. Good.
Товарищ прапорщик, что нам делать? Проверка связи, прием.
Боеприпасы закончились.
Снижаемся!
Ха-ха-ха! Хорошо накрыл, стрелок.
Destroy my Ural. The point blank I could say it. Okay. Sure thing, dude. That works.
Весь во внимании! Развернем здесь наблюдательный пост!
We've cleaned this out nicely. I've actually kind of enjoyed this battle. It's been a tough one, but the way we've kind of swept around and zoomed through the valley, got ambushed a little bit because of the situation we put ourselves in. Now we're just gonna chew up all the stuff that comes in.
Полет продолжают.
Хорошо горит! Движение на горизонте!
Just gonna keep bringing in more.
Частоту РМ изменил. Полет продолжают.
Делал его! Есть это маневренная война! Боеприпасов не осталось! За мной!
Смена.
Он так и не понял, что это было!
Враг в поле зрения.
Приятно видеть, что кто-то в курсе, куда мы летим.
По вашему приказу взвод построен.
Делал его!
So 72 kills to go.
Стой! Сперва нужно осмотреться!
I can leave this mate there, actually, just provide recon on these units.
Так и не понял, что движение на горизонте! Молодец!
Well, this has 122 more rockets. It's got the S-13 rocket pods. Kills off infantry very quickly.
Проверить
I'm going to leave a couple, put them in cheeky air with the T-64 facing up that road.
снаряжение. Вылетаем!
And get this one moving.
Жду вашей
I just don't want to
команды.
leave anything too vulnerable and on its own.
Твой последний...
Понял. Меняю позицию. Огонь.
Ха-ха-ха! Хорошо!
I'm just going to resupply some of those.
Значит, победить!
We don't want to give them fuel. Just ammo.
Куда летим?
Yeah, that is used up.
Внимание!
Nice.
По вашему приказу.
Hopefully we hit that. Thank you. That's why I wanted to bring the Mother Striker with me, because it does have the RPG-7VR with the 18 pens, so they can actually one-shot Marders.
Красная армия всех сильней. Бодрее, бойцы. Приготовиться к бою.
Куда летим? Еще одно попадание, и нам конец!
Very risky me flying that over there.
К вашим услугам.
That's,
Стреляйте из этого ада!
okay. It's probably dead. Oops. My bad. There's quite a lot of stuff there.
Понял?
Враг в поле зрения.
I'm gonna move some of these over here. Move a couple of them closer, and then these two can move over here. Yeah, full surround on them. There's a chance here we cap this if I don't kill it, so... No. Okay, oh, it's empty. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm gonna move a couple of tanks all the way over here, just to cover that spawn. I might do another one. Just have 3 there.
По местам!
На маршруте.
Okay, right then we're just going to want to move towards this road with my Purnamachiki and the Monastraki.
Горит!
And we just kill stuff as it comes in.
Танк ударила! Жду новых указаний.
Ха-ха-ха! Хорошо накрыл, стрелок.
Good.
Вертушки на связи, товарищ командир.
Молодец, молодчик!
I don't know how many of these buildings they have, but I've seen a lot of them come in. Like, just command kills all over the place there. I really hope it doesn't go to... Yeah, I
Враг
don't
в поле зрения.
Молодец,
think I'm going to
наводчик!
kill enough stuff in time.
Хорошо горит! Молодец, наводчик! Громко и четко! Пасов не осталось!
Like, I could send my
Хорошо горит!
24s hunting, maybe.
Оружие на изготовку.
Нас заметили! По местам!
Кажется, это не наши.
Вы уверены, что там безопасно? Хорошо горит!
That's like 8 points in scimitars, so I don't mind that.
Вертушки на связи, товарищ командир.
I actually killed the Euro as well.
Сделал его! Движение на горизонте! Боеприпасов не осталось!
Ха-ха-ха! Хорошо накрыл, стрелок.
Where are you?
Боекомплект пуст, товарищ командир!
Обнаружен противник.
Gonna
Приготовиться
be
к
a
бою.
big blob somewhere.
Хорошо горит!
Возгорание двигателя. Ха-ха-ха! Хорошо накрыл.
Нас заметили!
Вертушки на связи, товарищ командир.
There's just so much stuff there. That would have been a fantastic artillery target. I should have done that sooner. 169 kills, 26 losses. Still a major victory, actually, so I will take it. That's all right. Probably would have been major regardless because of the losses that we took. The MI-24s were absolutely instrumental in that, and honestly, the artillery was too. They got so many kills. So what did we actually end up losing? It was like 4 tanks, 4 T-64 BVs, I could say, quite a lot of recon, including we lost our supply helicopter and the MI-8. It's pretty rough. It was a tough fight, it really was, but it was a good one. I enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys did too, because unfortunately, it has been my time. I'm going to leave it there. In the next episode, we will be sort of reinforcing this front. Then we will be moving up the troops from Zinder. I think it was this Panzer Artillery Battalion maybe that was involved in that fight. Unless it was the one further back here somewhere. So a bit of a mistake on my part if I left that. It looks like the 2nd Royal Tank Regiment's moved away from the right flank, so we're just going to bulldoze at that. And yeah, plenty to look forward to regardless. Yeah, we're moving up from Zinder, probably maybe get an attack or 2 in there from there because we're just moving straight up the road. There'll definitely be attacks around Burgdorf, although I'm not sure that'll be the next episode. We will have to wait and see. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.